After 2 babies, Holly was convinced that she would have to live with her back pain forever. She was in pain almost all of the time. Every time she tried to exercise, it made her back pain worse. So eventually, she just stopped working out altogether. She told me she couldn't feel her core anymore, and sex was painful. And this was someone who used to be really active. Lifting, hiking, working out, she loved to feel strong. Now, every time she looked in the mirror, she didn't recognize herself. She blamed herself, thought there must be something wrong with her, that she didn't heal right, that she didn't do enough postpartum. But what we found had nothing to do with her weakness, and everything to do with what most women are never taught. And honestly, Holly's story is so similar to so many of the women that I talk to. They think their body is just different now, and that lifting, running, and movement just isn't for them anymore. But that's not actually the problem. Holly had jumped right back into workouts postpartum without ever restoring her pelvic floor and core connection first. She kept training a core strategy over and over again that was never actually building the strength she was looking for, but instead was tightening her pelvic floor and low back with every rep, with every set of everything that she was doing. So every time she tried to work out, she ended up in more pain. And this strategy wasn't just the strategy that she was using in her workouts, but all day long taking care of her newborn and toddler, which is why her every once in a while pain turned into near constant pain over time, with every bath time, with every toddler lift, and with every nighttime routine. Holly ended up with an overactive pelvic floor, which was impacting how she recruited her core. Every time she was told to activate her core, she was just gripping her pelvic floor for dear life. Every time she was told to activate her core, she was just gripping her pelvic floor tighter and tighter and tighter to protect her back. But really, this caused her back to spasm more. She needed to restart her core foundations and truly learn how to reconnect to all parts of her inner core, including her pelvic floor. But not to do Kegels or to strengthen it, but to learn how to let the tension go in her pelvic floor first. And this was when sex started to actually feel better, and then rebuild her core strategy from there, so that she was actually activating her core in a way that built foundational strength for her. And then we could load that new core strategy in a gradual manner with movement, resistance, and load. And let me tell you, this was a battle for her to fit into her life. She was a busy mom of 2 and a working mom. She was a nurse. She struggled with consistency and sick kids, and it was a battle to figure out how to fit it into her life, but we did. And we worked together to figure out how to fit this into her life in the small nooks and crannies of motherhood, because we don't have 30 minutes to fully exercise anymore. And so that was a key part of her changing her mindset over her workouts. Because as we all know, consistency is key to progression. But she did it because, man, moms are freaking superheroes. 4 months later, she was pain-free and working out consistently again. And in 6 months, she was PRing better than she did pre-babies. Because for most women, they're not utilizing a great core strategy even before they have babies. And so learning a new core strategy that works specifically for your body is going to build you more strength than you ever thought possible. And the biggest change wasn't that her back didn't hurt anymore. It was that she wasn't scared to lift. She trusted her body again, and that is everything. Holly didn't need random workouts. She didn't need to just strengthen her core. She needed a plan that was built for her, and that's exactly what we did. In this next video over here, I'm going to walk you through the method that I take every postpartum woman I work with through to rebuild their core, eliminate their back pain, and get them back to working out, lifting, and running confidently again.